Welcome, founders. Today is Thursday. I am very, very excited as always. I am calm. We're going to try to move as quickly as we can because I know Fernand has to leave. I also have to be out of here by 5:30, so not a lot of time. Okay, but so much has been happening lately. But I'm going to start off first of all by saying I know a lot of people are joining us, and because they can hear the rumble, they can hear the noise that's going on. If you have not yet migrated, that's the first thing you need to do. Get in contact with somebody. All the founders, all the leaders know how to migrate. They will walk you through, they will show you. We have some write-ups as to how to do the migration. Do that first. And once you're into the ecosystem, you need to click on become an affiliate, right? Only affiliates will earn income. Okay. Now, I have a couple of founders have asked me today, oh, how come I'm only seeing 10 O coins instead of 107? So that's a very popular question, especially for those founders that are coming back and maybe they migrated incorrectly, right? So what happened was when we migrate, we are migrating as founders. Now, some of us migrated as customers, maybe not due to our own fault, but because of the programming at the time, right? So you're only going to get 10 O coins because customers only get 10 O coins. But the good news is you can delete that migration from the OES and migrate all over in the Ofounders website. And then you will get your full 1070 coin. So how do you delete? How do you do that? When you go to ecosystem.onpassive.com, you log in with your email ID and your password. Go to the top right-hand corner where you see your name. Click on the arrow next to it. We'll call it the drop-down menu. Okay. Once you click on that drop-down menu, you will see something there that says delete. Okay. One of the options is delete. You hit delete, you'll get a code to your email that was used to get that account, the alternate email. Put in the code, and that account disappears from the ecosystem, including that email. So you can now go to ofounders.net, log into your Ofounders account. At the top right-hand corner, you see navigate to OES. Click on it. You will see that your name, first name, last name is pre-filled. You will see that the alternate email is pre-filled. All you need is that email ID. And you can reuse the email ID that was there before because it's no longer there. Okay? And you re-register. Boom. You're going to find out you now have your 107 O coins. Over to you, Fernand. Thank you, Fernand. And most of us here should remember, I know maybe a few of us were not there, but last August 31st, meaning last day of last month, late that day, the CEO called a meeting which ran into September 1st. And he said that September is going to be a September to remember. And later that day, he authorized the tech team to hasten up so we can start activating. Well, it was like a mad rush. A few people were successful, but a lot of people came to activate, a lot of founders. Well, unfortunately, he said that the merchant that we use, he didn't want to call a name because it could get us in trouble, but the merchant underestimated, even though he kept telling them, hey, we're going to have a lot of customers coming in at the same time because we are big. And they felt like, well, we've dealt with big clients before. But little do they know that, or little do they know how big we really are, okay? We're not just the ordinary big customer. Remember, guys, I've always said we're a business of the people, for the people, by the people, and we've not even started. We're just getting started, and the merchants cannot handle us. Reason why Ash had foreseen this all along, okay? We want to have our own merchant. We want to have our own, let's say, data center, right? So the two things that Ash thought we were going to have problems, it's not possible to start with those two things, the merchant and the data center. Why? Because those are big. However, we're going to work towards them. And lo and behold, 2 days, 3 days later, the merchant already disappointed us. Okay? Now, of course, we know that happened. We know the suite. He had to take down the card payment for a little bit. Okay? And then work on it again and then brought it up just a few days ago. Okay? So, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to touch about what happened yesterday. Okay? But I just want Fernand to go ahead and translate this thus far. Go ahead, Fernand. Okay. And so we were out of cards. We could not use our cards for a few days, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 days. And 2 days ago, Ash decided to call us back because he was very worried. He was diligently working behind the scenes, trying to see if we're going to get a new merchant, if we're going to use the same merchant with different conditions. Now, we don't know. He hasn't told us whether it's the same merchant that came back yesterday or a new merchant. We don't know. We just know that he called a meeting 2 days ago. And first of all, in that meeting, we had plenty of updates, right? So let me just focus on the key updates. Number one, about OConnect. Features that are going to be coming with OConnect very, very soon, right? Virtual background. So you guys remember in the trial version, we had virtual backgrounds, and they were good enough, right? But our CEO being, there's a noise coming from somewhere. I don't know. Please, if you're not speaking, can you just mute yourself if you're on a panel? Or let me see if I can mute everyone. Okay, so mute yourself if you're not speaking, please. Okay, so we're going to be having virtual background. We had it. It was good enough as far as I'm concerned. But because our CEO is a perfectionist, according to him, we can do better. So that's why right now we don't have it. It says coming soon. And he has promised that when it comes up, it's going to be the best resolution ever that anyone is going to see in any video conferencing platform. Not so? Okay. Another feature that's coming soon is noise cancellation. So the noise cancellation is good because sometimes you could be in a noisy area. Someone like me, I travel a lot. And most of these places when I'm there, it's noise, right? So it's going to cancel that noise. People are having a webinar, they're not going to hear it. However, if you want the noise, you'll be able to turn it on. So the noise cancellation is on by default, okay? But if you don't want it, if you want your audience to hear what's happening in the background, yeah, you can turn off the noise cancellation. So that's a pretty good thing. We're also going to have a live stream feature, which means you can join the webinar at any time. You can rewind, get started from the beginning, okay? You can fast forward, you know what I mean? So these are all very, very good features. And all these features will be coming in addition to what we already have very, very soon, probably before the end of this month, right? So that's all connect for you. That's updates, and there's more updates to come, but I just want us to take them in bits and pieces. Over to you, Fernand. Thank you. We'll have more updates. You know, our CEO is the best in the game of marketing. So when he tells us about events, I get excited. If you guys heard, he said last time we have close to 1 million or even over 1 million customers ready to be distributed. Okay, we have orphan customers, meaning customers that belong to the company. Those are going to be distributed. You guys know how we got those customers? Because of events. Events started last year, March, end of March, March 30, March 31st, something like that, and always continued after that. Some of them we participated in, some of them we did not. I know quite a few of you kept saying, but why do we keep having these events? We're not launching, we're not launching. No, these events were preparing us for the launch. And even now that we've launched, the events will accelerate, and every event is gonna lead us to what? More customers. So when he says we have massive events on the 21st, we have a massive event on the 25th of September, right? So they are not far off. 21st of September, that's 7 days from now. 25th of September, 4 days later, and they're going to be carried by mainstream media. So that's huge. Remember, he once said, we are not leaving any stone unturned, okay? Everything we will have to deal with, no matter how we have to advertise, no matter how we have to get a market, we are going to shake it upside down. And so it's already started. It's game on. Now, first week of October again, we're having, remember the supercar Marshall is accompanied with multiple expensive cars. They're going to be parading, okay, for one of the big clients in Dubai, Royal Atlantis. You have to Google it and see what they are. This is one of the best hotels in the world, if not the best, actually. I plan to stay there someday, and they're going to be, you know, doing a parade for them. That's more customers coming down the pipe for us, okay? Over to you, Fernand. And then just to make to be accurate, okay? We don't know what events going to happen on the 21st and the 25th. We don't know that event. For the hotel, it's the 1st of October, or if the date changes, sometime around the first week of October. You need to proceed, yeah. Okay. Okay, and the updates only got better, right? He talked about the mobile app for OConnect. Some of us even had to download it from the App Store, right? Because there was this little confusion where they said download it, don't download it. The bottom line is we want to get our apps from the ecosystem, right? So if you want to get the latest version, if you've already downloaded the app, be nice, be kind to yourself, delete it, so you get the latest and the greatest version from your back office. And he's saying that version should have been there today or could still be there today. I think if it's delayed a day or two, it's because of this card payment, because this is the most urgent thing. The card payment has to go through, right? So after they took it down, they have some issues. They started focusing on that card payment. So that mobile app may delay a couple of days. Don't be surprised. But if it does, once you see it in your back office, go grab it. We're also going to have, we're expecting to have a mobile app for the ecosystem, right? Hopefully, Mohammed Kamal says by the end of this month, we should be able to have a mobile app for the ecosystem, right? So, but bottom line is get everything from your back office. Now, one of the sweetest news or one of the sweetest updates that we had is that this month, this very month of September, we expect to see another form of payment. In other words, we are not only getting paid on our directs like you people think. No? That's not it. That's just one way, right? We have another way that we're going to get paid. That's going to be massive, he says, in his own word, massive, very generous. He had said GG, genius and generous. We're going to see that at the end of the cycle. So that's going to be given to us per cycle if you qualify. It's not everybody qualifies for it, right? If you just came in as a founder and you have 0 members in your team, you may not qualify, right? So, but if you do qualify, you're going to see that at the end of each cycle. Fernand, over to you. Okay, so one thing that Fernand added that I did not mention was that in the mobile app, you're going to have the possibility to select auto update. In other words, let the app update for you automatically so that you always have the latest and the greatest, okay? So let me just add that there. And the best of all the updates from 2 days ago, in my opinion, and I'm sure in your opinion as well, was the fact that the cards, the payment with cards had been reinstated, right? Yesterday. So yesterday, the payments of the cards were reinstated. We got very, very excited. I got very, very excited. And like I said earlier, we don't know if it's the same merchant or a new merchant. But what I do know, what we do know, that this was even worse than the first one. And if it's the same merchant, then they just deteriorated some more, right? So what happened? We got the cards. I was one of the first people who went in there. Okay, I tried to use my MasterCard from Capital One Bank. It gave me some funny message that you're not authorized to use this payment application, whatever, something like that. And I said, okay, let me use another card, okay, a different bank, a Visa card. I used that, got the same message, right? Meanwhile, some people were successful, right? I spoke with Chris Johnson, Susan McCrae. They were successful, right? But I was not successful. And I thought, then something's got to be wrong, but I'm just going to wait, okay? Now, what I found out later on, the next day, meaning today, okay? Because what happened very quickly, as we started complaining, late that night, Ash asked the engineers to take it down, okay? Because things were not right, were not looking right. Now, this morning, I went and I saw that those accounts that I tried to activate, and it said, and I had those errors, those accounts were activated, okay? So then I went to my bank to see if they took the money. Nope, the money was still there because the banks did not see the transaction. So what is this merchant doing? Crazy. So many founders, I've had report from so many founders that just had money in their funding wallet. And they did not even put money. You know what I mean? So if you have tens of thousands of founders that are just seeing 200, 300, 1,000, more than $1,000 in their accounts, right? So you know that the company has taken a big, big hit financially, right? So that thing had to come down. But the good news is Ash told us that they are working on where the problem is. And guess what? He expects us to be back today or tomorrow. So they're going to adjust and fix the problem. So we're going to be back hopefully tomorrow, latest, right? So if you just saw in your wallet that you got some money that you do not put in there, don't be surprised if that money disappears again, okay? So they're going to readjust things, okay, and make sure we are back to where we're supposed to be, and make sure that the card payments come back up, hopefully no later than tomorrow, okay? But if it's a day late, don't cry. It's work in progress. It's growing pains. We are the best. We are the biggest ever, 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 and we're doing something that has never been done. So just be patient. We are going to get there, and I'm sure when we do finally arrive, you guys are going to be smiling every day. Now, let's talk about crypto, because right now, the only option you have is crypto, right? You know something, guys? I retired from my job 7 years ago because of crypto. That's the reality. So I'm no stranger to crypto. But you want to know something? I've not even used crypto on any of my accounts. I'm relaxed, okay? I only activated 7 accounts, and I have lots of accounts. So we will get there. Rest assured, Ash is not going to start distributing customers until all of this has been resolved, okay? And people have had the time to activate. So that notion that is going out there, because I've heard people in different platforms, people have called me panicking that, oh, if I don't activate, people are going to activate in my team and I'm going to miss out on the commission. That is not true. So let's say my friend Charles Pozo, let's say he came in 2020 and I came in 2019 and he just activated his account today and I activate my account 1 week from today, okay? No, I'm not going to miss out on commission from him. I will get it, okay? So don't panic that because somebody activated before you, you're not going to get that commission. It's not going to happen that way. Don't panic that they're going to start distributing those customers and you will miss out simply because I said first come, first serve. Do not panic. It's not going to happen that way. He's going to give it time, and he's going to start distributing when all of us have had ample time to activate. Okay? I don't want people to go out there and start rushing. How do I get crypto? Because crypto is very complex. There is no rush. Eventually, I'm going to do a webinar about crypto. I'm going to do a webinar about money, the evolution of money, and how important crypto is, and how you can get crypto in a safe manner, right? We're going to talk about that. But for now, there's no need to rush because it's very risky. A lady came to my office yesterday to help her activate her accounts through her crypto. And guess what? When I went to her wallet, when I told her what we're going to do, we went to her wallet and we just found out that she got hacked 2 days ago. Her money disappeared. She nearly had a heart attack in my office. So what I'm saying to you guys is, relax, take it easy. The card payments are coming. Let's work with the card payments. We're going to gradually work our way into crypto. We're going to be comfortable in using both crypto and fiat. Over to you, Fernand. I know that was too much, right? That was a mouthful. Thank you, Fernand. So like I said, our next event, our next big event is scheduled for September 21st, so in 7 days. But I believe any one of these days, either tomorrow or day after tomorrow, one of these days, we're going to hear from our CEO. Now, even if he doesn't come out to have a meeting, I know the card payments are going to go through. Certain things are going to happen. We're going to have the app, the mobile app to upload or download. We're going to have different things happening. So there's a high chance that we're going to call another meeting just to make sure everybody is on the same page, just to make sure no one is left behind. Fernand, you can translate that, and I'm sure you have to go. It's okay. All right, thanks. So now I have just half an hour to go. Fernand has to leave. And I know people can ask questions on the Q&A. You go to the chat and then ask your question there. I believe when you go to chat, there's going to be like group. Let me do that. Okay, you see group chat with speaker. So